Hi ho, so off to work we go, with a bucket and spade and a hand grenade. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Well, hello, back on the DAX. And a warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you who have not seen me before, my name is Langers, and I am the knackered Scruffy trader. And why am I knackered? Because very early in the morning, and I'm continuing this little test of the DAX. So if you've seen the other videos, it's basically a live test of building up a strategy and also trying to build up a small £500 pot live in front of you pretty much most days. Yesterday was a nightmare. We ended it positively, but it weren't good. And today we're going to try and redeem ourselves. So, got my coffee, and let's fire up the screens and see what's going on. Things to fire up. Hello, my love.
Are we having Cocoa Pops?
No, we're going to McDonald's.
It's up to you.
Well, we'll go to McDonald's.
If you want.
Oh, you're in a good mood.
Well, you were healthy eating yesterday.
I was doing a lot of things yesterday.
Oh, that's disgusting.
No, what were you up to?
I went and played golf, didn't I?
Oh.
Came in knackered. And you lot thought I was going to be doing something else.
Cheeky fuckers.
How dare you? Saturday tomorrow, you can think it then.
You dirty old man.
Right, boys and girls, let me get the screens up. Okay, we set up. Just pop this out to the hour. I am looking to the long side this morning. Basically a continuation of this move. And I'm waiting for the price to come backwards on itself. I want it to come down and then up. That is roughly where we're at. Now, scores on the doors is this. First day, we did end positively. However, I had to scale out of trades because it was, well, if you see yesterday's video, it wasn't good. I completely cocked it up. So we'll quickly fill this in. It is 7:15 in the morning. So we've got plenty of time. As you can see, one of the rules is we don't really start trading till after 7. Nothing spectacular. It's just cost spread. The spreads are too wide before 7, and you could be taken into a trade way too early. And as a case of yesterday, when that did happen, it puts you in a world of pain, and you've got to make some not so nice decisions. So you kind of shy away from that. Okay, so this is set. We're looking for £9.13 today, because what happens is as the balance increases, your sort of percentage target stays the same, which means it starts pushing up your monetary target, and that helps build up the account. Okay, so we'll come back to that at the end, and we'll just have a little look, see what's going on. So at the moment, it's pushing around. Just drop it down onto a 5 minute so you can see what it is. It's all zoned out. We may not have a trade of sorts. Ideally, I want to get up into this area here. Put a kind of an arbitrary box in. First close inside of there. But also you want it to be relatively worthwhile. So we need to enter back here somewhere. Yeah. I can't enter unless I'm down in this green box. If the price isn't there, it's not worth it. I don't mind having adverse risk reward when I know what I'm doing and I'm trying to achieve something. Because a little bit like yesterday, I hide behind 2 structure points, and as you saw, it was like, and that's effectively what these are. These red zones, the structure points. My main stop was well out of the way, and one of the reasons why I scaled out is it allows, well, it takes the pressure off, because if you let it run and run all the way up to the top, it costs a fortune, and if you got it wrong, like it did, it would really hurt. But if you take half of it off, it actually allows you to expand the stop a little bit. All right, I went a little bit over budget yesterday, but only human. But that was because I wanted it on the other side of the barrier. You know, I don't want it in the face of traffic. I wanted a barrier between them. And just so happened to poke through and clipped it. But that's just one of them things. So anyway, it's a bit early yet. We've still got about sort of 10-15 minutes before this starts. So I'll pause the camera and I'll come back to it when it's ready to enter. Okay?
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, boys and girls, we are coming back. It is 1 minute to 7. And as I suspected, the price is going down into the green box result. So that is part of our start for 10. The markets will be starting to light up shortly. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting a buy in. As you can see, the spread is pretty tight at the minute. It's too wide. So if I put my order in there, it would tag me. But what if it kept on going? And that's kind of why you stay out of it. All right. When it reduces, then fair enough. Then it's game on. So let us see what's happening. I'm just going to kind of wait. Oh, there's the 7 o'clock candle. I want that down here. For all this is racing away straight away, it was too tight to even consider putting an entry in. If this runs up and leaves me behind, well, it just leaves me behind. I'm not going to chase the market, and I'm certainly not going to chase it for 2 or 3 pips, and it's that simple. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see a little bit. So we'll just let this play out, give it maybe 5-10 minutes. If it races up and closes in there before I enter, then today's just nil and void, and you just scratch it down to experience. And why is that? It's just to do with sort of, well, I'll try and rephrase that. If you're chasing the market over and over, trying to catch everything, you're going to get caught. You want at least 10 pips out of the DAX in a trade. Why? Because of the way that it moves. Anything less than that doesn't really become worth it, because your stop is going to be on the far side. Yesterday I got out of it reasonably well, but there would have been about a 20, it was thick end of 20 to 25 pips that you were going to get out of it, and we did get it in the end. But do you really want to sit through that? Not really. The idea of this plan is for it to basically be in and out relatively quick once you've decided to enter the market. You certainly don't want to be sitting on a long time. There we go. It's dropping down into levels that I'm quite happy about. Okay, so now we can kind of put an order in. Okay, so we'll put that in there. Get rid of that. Okay, so put that on the top of that box, and we're looking to get maybe into there. Alright, so if I can do that, that's fine. In fact, what we'll do is push the boat out to the base of that. And the idea is, oh, there we go, it's in. First close inside the yellow box. That's it. We're looking to get out. I put the target on the other side of it, just so if it does give it that good old push, we might get in with a shout. Now, looking at this, I jumped in this a bit early actually. Yeah, I think I am. Fuck. Anyway, bollocks to it. Right, so that is the game plan. We are contained within here, so if that runs down and comes all the way up, well, so be it. But let us see. It looks okay. It looks scary, but it's not as bad at this moment in time. Then again, yesterday didn't look bad either. So let's just see what happens. I'll just leave the camera running, and hopefully we'll be out of it before I go down to the office at sort of 8 o'clock this morning. Okay. Anyway, see you on the other side. No, just hit me target. No, I was having a bit of a sing-song, my bitch.
Are you trying to get a rise out of me? Are you happy now?
There we go, boys and girls. Oh, bloody hell, that's rattled off, but let it. Okay. It's achieved what it needed to achieve. Price is contained between two key areas, which is this one and this one, and I wanted it to oscillate. If I could get it into there, brilliant. Any further, result. Do markets rattle up in a straight line like that? Not that often. You know, they do, but this is just gone into the 8 o'clock open, and the idea of this trade is to avoid that, because think about it this way. If you are on the wrong side of it, you're going to know about it. So that's why you're conservative with your targets. You want to be in and you want to be out. It's paid us today, so let's have a little look. So there we are, following on from yesterday. That's 11.36, and because we're edging up the position size, this means the targets are getting that little bit, the monetary target that is getting that little bit bigger. Okay, we're still early days on this, so let me pull the sheet over where we are, 11.36. So we've got 11.36 out of that. We're not trading any further today, so that will be 11.36, and that is another day. So we're 11 clean days right through. I mean, yesterday, all right, I had to manipulate it yesterday, and I re-entered. And I did it for a very, very simple reason. I don't like losing money. And if the setups are there and you're calm and you understand what you're doing, there's no reason why you can't go back into market. and certainly when it was early morning, like what it was yesterday. But anyway, this is just kind of work in progress as we're moving through. We've achieved our 15 pips. I need to format that so that it highlights. Anyway, so tomorrow will be at, or next week rather, will be at 71p a pip. Now, this will catch up to the margins, and eventually, well, I'll cross that bridge when I find it, but you kind of just hold your position size till you've banked a little bit that it can open up the trade again. So happy days, happy days. It's getting there, slowly but surely. It is getting there. I added another rule into it last night after analysing what had gone on, and there could be something in this. The original version of the rotation.
You came nothing? You're braver than I thought.
You're as well getting a magic ball and shaking it, or having a coin and flicking it and saying yes, no. Trading is not as mechanical as you think. There is no magical system out there that X marks the spot and this happens all the time. I listen to them all the time. They're saying, oh, well, if you're on your 3-to-1 and you enter at this, you'll always make money. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. That is just gambling. It really is. It's nothing more than gambling. And trading is so far away from gambling, it is unbelievable. You need to look at the chart. You need to understand the chart, get a feel for it, and then you apply a certain set of rules to that chart. It isn't the other way around. And I know some people will think that's a little bit controversial, but it's the truth. You know, think about it. If it is as mechanical as what people say, and X marks the spot, when this aligns with that, you get in. There would just be an EA, a robot programmed by Goldman Sachs to follow those rules. But there isn't one. Why? Because you need to be able to read the chart first. I agree you need mechanical rules, but the market is a living, breathing thing. And as with most things that are living and breathing, they don't follow rules. Almost like human nature. And certain markets, and like fast markets and one thing and another, can be like herding cats. You know, a lot of the time they're going to be nice to you. They're going to run round your ankles and one thing and another and be purring and lovely. And then in a heartbeat, they'll rip your leg off. You know, because that's what cats do. And the moment you're unkind to a cat, it is gone. The markets are the same. That kind of fickle nature. It's not like a dog where you can abuse it to the 9th degree and it'll still sit by your side. The market is a predator. And trust me, if you let it, it'll eat you alive. So you just got to try and play the game and nurture its ego, if you like, but understand what it's trying to achieve first, then apply your rules. That's kind of my take on it after a long period of time. So we've ended green. I'm happy. It is Friday. It's non-farm payroll today, guys. So if you're seeing this before the event at 1:30, be very careful. And if you're seeing this in the future, just be aware of non-farm payroll announcements. They can catch you, and Friday can catch you anyway. So kind of word of advice from today. Talking of word of advice, you know, for somebody who's as elegant and as pretty as Winky is, she doesn't half make a racket, doesn't she? Bloody hell. That's it. And we've got a 3-story house and I'm at the top. She's at the bottom. Noisy bugger.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
Right. I shall go and get ready because got to go off and see Grandad. Wonderful. It is actually. He always makes me laugh. He's as mad as a box of frogs, that old fella. Anyway, have a great weekend. Catch you soon. Trade well. Keep your risk managed. But above all, do what you love. And the money will follow. See you all on the next one.